All right, all right, all right. Man. Let's see. Yeah, okay. All right. Is that pretty cool? How do we turn on that TV? Oh wow. Yeah, the point of that is I want the crowd.
It's only like 20 or 30 people. Don't be nervous or anything.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
Wow.
Hi again.
Wow, that's really well done.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Yeah.
That's really well done. Oh, did we not get a stab? Oh my god, this chair is horribly uncomfortable. Oh. Oh. Kaiser Neko is right. Aren't any of these good? Are any of these... Why are these chairs $500? There we go. Okay.
$500.
Ooh, fancy chair. Is it working? I love technical difficulties. Huh. And there's no stuff. Is it on a different... Yeah, that's plugged in over here. Who loves technical difficulties? Woo! What? You can what? Oh yeah. No signal. That's my favorite. It's okay. They have like a splitter going on. Yeah. What if we try to plug this directly into the TV?
Then you will not be getting the speakers.
That's fine. I don't need speakers.
Okay.
You just directly port it in.
Oh.
That's not long. So let's try this one. This seems a lot longer.
Oh yeah, that one is long. All right.
Just you won't have the audio through the speakers. We'll just have to be quiet, like nice little children.
I have a loud voice, so I can. Huzzah! All right, let's start this thing. All right.
Now, how do you feel about that being right in front of you? Do you want to
You know, that's fine, or wherever. No, not taller. Not taller. That's fine. Too many games, too many games, too many games. Woo! Yay! Speedrunning the panel. Holy cow. Yes. People showed up. Lots of people. They're all wonderful. I'm Breggerman. Boom. First split done. Split. Who am I? That's showing up on the screen, right? Yes. All right. Oh, it is not split. Oh yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. So I'm Breggerman. I got in speedrunning about a year ago, and I was like, God, this is the most amazing thing in the world. And I've done a lot of things. Those are just some of the things I've done. Jersey Devil, Manuel Samuel. I've done a whole bunch of different kinds of gaming. I was a trophy hunter at one point. I was in MMOs. I've been to Pokemon. I've done a lot of different kinds, and speedrunning is my favorite by far. It is a magical experience. It helps you. It's magical. Is what it is. The split's not even working. That's fine. That's fine.
That's normal.
Normal, yeah. Alright, so what is a speedrun? Speedrun is play through a video game, perform with the intention of completing it as fast as possible. And this can cover either the whole game, individual level. There's so many miscellaneous categories. Memes are the best. I love memes. I love categories where it's like, oh, like for example, Fallout has a sex percent. And there's hundreds of people that have done this. I guess so. But Barney's another fun little meme category. But yeah, obviously that's what a speedrun is. Why speedrun? I reached the community is an amazing place. I reached out to a bunch of the members of it. There's some of the quotes that they said. It really is it brings new life to old games. Like, let's say you've, who's got a favorite game? First hand that goes up. You, what's your favorite game?
Secret of Mana.
How many times have you played it?
Played it or beat it?
Both, or beat it?
Probably like close to 10.
Yeah, and after a while, like, you're like, man, this is cool, but it could be better, right?
You start like skipping through stuff, like start learning little tricks, like diagonally.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And speedrunning is just a way of doing that, but way more and way more intense. It takes the game and it just adds so many new dimensions. Like Jersey Devil, like I would annually play through it because it's my favorite game. But when I started speedrunning it, at first, my first time was I beat it in like 3 hours and 20 minutes, which now the world record for that category is 2 hours and 2 minutes by me. You just keep finding new ways. Hey, you just keep finding new ways to do it better, and you meet such an amazing community of people that are so intensely passionate about the specific thing you're passionate about. One of the things that sucks about the internet, I find, is like you're like, oh, I'm into gaming, but like somebody's talking about fighting games, you're talking about shooters or platformers. It's just like you're talking different languages. You can talk the specific language of that game. Like your favorite game, I've never played it. I've never played it. So you and we could not have that sort of conversation. But there's probably a community for it, if I had to guess. You could have such an in-depth conversation about it. And that's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. If you guys have questions at any point, just be like, I have a question. Because I'm not one of those hold your questions till the end. Because then you hold it. It's not healthy. It's like gas. You gotta let it out. You know.
I always say.
The what?
Shrek joke.
A very important thing is your health. Speedrunning, it's very intense. The amount of inputs you're doing, the amount of focus you're putting in, eye strain, wrist pain, back pain. These chairs are garbage, by the way. Don't buy them.
Never again.
Not comfortable. But yeah, find like seriously, find a chair that works for you. Your posture, like I'm just being a slouch. There we go. All right, now I got better posture. But yeah, I mean, the sooner you start taking that and like do like wrist stretches, just do some of these, you know, stretch your body. Like anytime there's a loading screen, a cutscene, if there's a really long cutscene in the game that's unskippable, go use the bathroom, stretch your legs, get a snack.
You got like a raid bucket or
I have not run anything long enough to warrant that yet, but when I do.
No, me neither. I was just kidding.
Asking for a friend.
Totally made that up.
Final Fantasy VI this year is slated for 6 hours, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. But yeah, also drink water. Seriously, hydration is the single best thing you can do. Like, the less hydrated you are, like, your body will start to break down and get more tired, more fatigued. You'll play less good. And if you're talking to your viewers, if you have viewers, or if you're, because like some people, you know, they'll do it on their own, not on stream. You don't have to stream to do it, you know. But if you are, wait, what? Why speedrun? Wait a second. Why did it go backwards? Anyhow, how to get started. There's so many amazing tools. The great thing about the year and time in which we live, everything is easy. OBS is a gift from the heavens. You open it up, you set up a couple things, you're good to go. You click on a camera, like actually, boom, OBS right here. Look at this. There's my splits. There's text, webcam, and look, boom. That's it. You throw it in there. You select your window. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. For speedrunning, you're gonna want some form of way of timer. I use Live Split because it has a lot of little built-in things. You could add comparisons. Like, let's say you want to compare yourself to like world record splits. Don't recommend doing that at first because to get world record, they've probably grinded it for a while, and I wouldn't do that at first. And like if you don't have a capture card and you want to play a console game, emulators are magical. And every game, generally, some are banned because they overclocking, the load times are inaccurate. Just go on the speedrun.com forum for whatever game it is you want to, and if it's not on there, run it first. Submit it. Oh, I saw a hand.
With speedrunning on emulators, a lot of people kind of say that's a no-no because the game will generally run better on an emulator than it would on the original hardware. Like, I know there's certain games...
Generally, but like, for example, with Game Boy games, if you use Gambit, it's said to be accurate. I know the Pokemon leaderboards, it says emulator cannot count as world record, but it's exactly the same in most cases. Some games, some games do have discovered manips that like can only be done on emulator for one reason or another. So certain games emulators are banned, but you can always practice on emulator. You can always play on emulator. And worst case, if you really want to submit a time, just point your phone camera at the TV with a timer. Like, I've seen runs that do that. Like, you don't need to stream. This isn't a, oh, how do you get big at streaming? That was last panel. You missed out on that. Where are we at? Capture cards. I think I don't know how much Dazzles are, but I know they're pretty cheap for older stuff. I had an HD PVR back from when I did YouTube, so I got pretty lucky. Blue Snowball, high quality mic, $50, worth every penny. If you're going to have, like, if you are streaming and you want a good mic, because like people, they don't want to hear the feedback and the static, which at first, like, if you go back to my very first streams, my mic was garbage. It is garbage. And then chairs. Have a good chair. Have a chair that you are comfortable sitting in for extended periods of time. Because you and that chair, you're going to bond if it's something that you intend to grind. What should I play? A lot of people go in, they're thinking like, oh man, I gotta go play Super Mario, or I gotta go play Ocarina of Time because those are the big fancy. No. Unless like that's what you're genuinely passionate about, and like that's something that you could either add a dimension to, or or that you really want to grind, then you know what I'm saying? But just pick like whatever you're passionate. Like mine's Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil has like 5 people on the leaderboard. But I mean my time's significantly better. But like just pick whatever it is you are into. Whatever. Yes, I see a hand.
I've noticed, like, because I've dabbled in speedrunning a little bit, but I've noticed that there's kind of a difference between games I like to casually versus games that I like to grind to put in speedrunning, and sometimes they're sort of vastly different. Kind of, I can't usually tell when I get casually whether or not I'll like it.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering if you had any experience.
Actually, yeah. There's games that I've ran just like because I've really like, for example, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I enjoyed the crap out of it casually, but as a speedrun is boring. You're literally just like run jumping through the game. There's a couple skips that are kind of interesting that use like kind of an interesting glitch, but it's so boring to run. Like that's okay. Like if like enjoyment is hugely important. Like if you think you're gonna enjoy something, try it. Like, it's okay to not enjoy things. If you're like, man, I like seeing casually, then just enjoy it casually. You're not locked out from. It's not like, oh, I enjoy the speedrun. Casual is dead. Like, there's millions of ways to play games. It's great. And speedrunning is just another flavor on a giant, delicious flavor tree. Yeah, and then Jumpy Luff, who is a speedrunner, he's run hundreds of games. He's like one of the top few people as far as number of games and or categories run. Yeah, that whole big quote that I'm not going to read because that's a lot of words. Hydration.
You drink or
That's just straight Everclear.
Good Lord, could you imagine if I could take Everclear like that? Man, I would be a champion. So, yeah, how to get good? It's pretty. Yes, hand.
Have you ever competed in the GDQ? Not competed, but gone to GDQ at all?
I'm getting to that. I have a whole section about stuff like that. How to get good. My methodology that I use is if I want to run something, I'll generally watch either world record, or if like world record uses a whole bunch of fancy tricks that I'm not going to do at first, I'll watch like a decent time and sort of see what their route is. I'll go on the Discord for the game. There's usually guides. Like most games have people that have made guides because people are amazing and passionate about it. I'll study. Also ask community for help. Be like, hey, this trick, how do you do it? What are the inputs? One of my favorite runners, Jeremy Thompson, Spyro 3 runner, he, anytime somebody's like, hey, how do you do that trick you just did? Like after the run, he'll like go and he'll like break it down for him live on the stream. Really friendly, passionate community. But yeah, so study and a lot of practice. A lot of practice. Your first run will be trash. I guarantee it. Will be trash. Your second run will feel amazing because you'll be golding just about every split. You're like, oh yeah, gold, woo! And then when you've optimized like as far as you can get, look for new tricks. Every game has glitches that are waiting to be found, and like skips. Like for example, Jersey Devil. Any percent used to be all tokens. Until somebody came along and there's a bridge that you're supposed to like go through all the levels to get 10 tokens to climb up to hit a lever. Well, you can just jump the bridge if you do it exactly right. And so now that's the one record in that I don't own. It's 5 minutes and 3 seconds, down from 2 hours. There's stuff waiting to be found. It's magical. And being the person that discovers it, I imagine, is really cool. I haven't discovered anything quite like that. Routing. Look at that quote. Isn't that... we all have critical thinking skills. We've all developed them over the years doing whatever it is we do. And they're super useful. Like after a run or like... Oftentimes, I'll like go back and I'll watch my runs, just be like, "Hey, what did I do? How did I do?" And you'll like notice things. You'll be like, "Oh, well, that gem's over there. That gem's over there. Maybe this is a faster way to get those gems, or maybe I should do this while I'm waiting for this." Because you know, sometimes in a game, you'll stand around, you wait for an enemy to despawn, you'll wait for something to clear out of your way. You can go collect something else to be even more optimal. It's way more inputs and you're moving way more distance, so from a logical sense it doesn't make sense, but it's faster. You're like, oh, okay. yeah, creativity. Yeah, so there's some various out of bounds. I like Spyro. This one over here. Oh wait, does it show my mouse cursor too?
Yes, it is.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, this one. So in Spyro 1, for example, a credit skip was discovered, which saves 3 minutes. It's right at the end of the run. If you screw it up, you're gonna cost yourself at least a minute. So imagine running a game for an hour and a half. You get to this end glitch and you screw it up. How mad would you be? And yeah, every game is broken like that. Even modern games. I was watching an Uncharted run, and it's just this air jumping thing. It's like, how? Engage with communities. Speedrun.com is a magical place. At first, it feels kind of empty because you're not, but like as you follow games, they'll be added to your forums list. Join the Discords, and just go on Twitch. Like sometimes you discover the most awesome people just by typing in a game that you're in the mood for. Like I was oddly craving Rugrats Search for Reptar. I was like, man, I could run that. And I met these awesome streamers, and that was like right around the time that like 3 other people were running it, so it got super competitive. And it's actually a lot of fun to speedrun. And I like if you really don't know what you want to run, you want something that's like get into the flow of speedrunning, I recommend Rugrats Search for Reptar, because like it's easy. Like casually you can beat the game in probably a half hour. But like it's super interesting in like the routing, and there's some cool tricks, and there's an RNG manipulation at the beginning, so you sort of get into the mindset of setting up something and executing it, and then do races with people, like in the community. Like oftentimes people will be like, hey, you guys want to race? Yeah, I want to race. And those often take place on speedrunslive.com, and also get involved with some marathons, which these are some of the ones, the SGDQ question, which is happening right now. It just started.
An hour or 2 ago.
Yeah, and I missed the Spyro run. Damn it. But that's okay. The GDQs are the really big ones that like everybody knows about, but there's so many smaller ones. Deegan Dash is one I particularly enjoyed. But also on Speedrun.com there's a section for marathons. So let's say you have a game, you've run it, you're passionate about it, you're good at it, you want to show it off to the world in a place other than your channel. Go to like sign up for the marathons, and yeah, that's pretty much how easy it was. I just signed up, and they're like, yeah, all right, here's your time slot, 4 a.m. Haha, sucker. There was one night I worked until 2 a.m. and then I had to run at 6 a.m. and then I went back to work at noon. And they were behind schedule, so I didn't really get to start my run until like 7.
Plot twist, it was a 5-hour run.
I didn't sleep very much that day. Say you don't want to speedrun. You're like, man, I love speedrunning, I love watching it, but holy crap, that is crazy, and I don't... Nope. There's so... Excellent question, Johnny. There's a lot of ways to be involved. Like people, like with coding skills in particular, there's tools you can build for, like, say, live split, where it'll like automatically split based on... I have no idea how the heck that works. Jeff, do you know how that works? You're a programmer. yeah, he doesn't even know. No, he and I worked together. He's a great guy. I'm picking on him. Or tasks, which back in speedrunning's infancy, that's like the main thing I saw was task runs, because they wanted to see how fast theoretically a game could be beat. Develop one of those. Like, there's hundreds of thousands of games that don't have tasks. If that's something you're into, and just support and love on the people. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a thing in speedrunning's infancy. Generally, it wasn't as competitive, and the attitude was more about like just pushing to its limits.
Yeah.
Tasking was a lot more popular back then. Also, also did even like RTA runs, as you know, the mentality is more similar to like how we think of tasks, like pushing to its limits. Nowadays, it's more of a competitive thing because the community is bigger, but that's definitely back in its infancy. I was there for that.
Oh, really?
I've been doing this for 12 years.
Oh, well, all hail the mighty king. I am the fresh blood in your presence.
But yeah, definitely. You're definitely right about that. In its infancy, the attitude was different, and as a result, tasking was a lot more popular at the time.
Yeah, which like at first, like when it was just tasking, I was like, I don't know. But now that like it's such a skill-based thing where like these humans are in a lot of cases getting really close to the task times.
Yeah, back then it was kind of like there were like 3 levels of it. There was tasking, which was like the most optimized, and there was a segmented run, which was kind of like using save points to simulate what a task would be, sort of. And then there was like single segment, which is what we now know as like RTA. And at the time, like all 3 had like the same goal, just pushing it to its limits. But as the community got bigger, the single segment became like more competitive, and now became like what we know now.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I don't know if this is. I heard this a couple months ago. Didn't someone beat the task time for the original Super Mario Brothers? Like, I heard somewhere that
really,
it wasn't by much. It was like a fraction of a second.
That's impressive.
They beat the task time.
It was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that's what I thought. So they already updated.
Yeah, like so. Yes, hands.
I was just gonna ask, like modern games, does anyone pay attention to like the version numbers and what's allowed?
Yes.
It's like, for example, like Super Mario Odyssey, the world record holder has like version of the game which allows for glitches that are patched out later.
Yeah, like for example, Cuphead. I know the leaderboard split between 1-0 and 1-2 or 1-3. Yeah, because like that and like back in the day when the same game on a different console would be different, like N64 and PS1 would be different. Yeah, like generally anytime there's a game with like multiple versions that are different, they'll split the leaderboards because it's very similar. It's the same game, but it's not the same when you speedrun it. Because like being on an even playing field is hugely important. Because otherwise, what's the point? If there's cheating, or if there's or if like one version's just supremely faster. One thing that does that is slightly annoying is there's so many versions of PlayStation systems that can run things, and they all have different load times. So like if you want to have the best Spyro 3 load times, you have to have a PS TV.
What?
Yeah, PS TV loads 43 seconds faster than PS2 over the course of... It's basically a Vita that you plug into your TV.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a super nifty little device.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you can play like your downloaded games, you can put your Vita games in there. I guess...
What's worse is when the emulated version on like the Wii Virtual Console is faster, and then they screwed up the controls. And so to get the fastest loading times, you have to play with worse controls.
Yeah.
That was my nightmare when I did Majora's Mask.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't run that game anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of why I don't run Jersey Devil regularly, because the PC version loads way faster than the PS1 version, but there's leaves at the end that are platforms you have to hit. Their collision boxes are garbage on PC, and sometimes I'm not even sure what they are. Like, I'll punch and I'll miss somehow even though I'm right next to it, and it'll cost me 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you for that 2 hours of my life that I just wasted.
You're a developer. Can you patch this PC version of this so I can speedrun it better?
If only Behavior was still a company. Rip. Yeah. Speedrunning goes for life. Speedrunning, if you apply the same mentalities that you develop through speedrunning, which you do develop them. Early on, I would get very frustrated, and did I see a hand? Okay. Oh, I did see a hand. Okay. But yeah. So when you're speedrunning, the tendency will be to, when you mess up, to get frustrated or angry, because that's generally what you do when you mess up in a game casually, or at least I do sometimes. Some people, I don't know how everybody does it, but you learn patience is very, very key, because it's a long grind. Especially if you want like a top time in a competitive game, you're gonna be in there for a while. So you learn to detach yourself from the result a little bit, because otherwise, and like just accepting that runs are gonna die. Runs are gonna die. Runs are gonna die in horrible ways, and it'll usually be different every time. There's usually, you'll find some way to die, and you're like, how did I like what? You also learn efficient routing, like even just like, for example, like your errands. You'll like think about the map of like where you're from, and like let's say you have to go to the bank, the grocery store, and wherever else. You'll think about, okay, well, where's the traffic? What's the fastest route? Where are the back roads? Like you'll start to just naturally, at least I do, I don't know, I'm weird.
I can confirm.
Okay, confirm. Okay, have a confirmation. And like you start to become more efficient just in life. And like even your morning routine, let's say you have to shower, brush your teeth, eat, walk the dog. You start to do it quicker. You start to yeah.
Do it all at the same time.
Yeah, sometimes. Oh, that.
Walk the dog while in the shower.
Oh, that would suck though. The dog would.
But then the dog gets clean, and then you save yourself way more time.
That's
Then
true.
You don't have to bathe the dog later.
How big is your shower?
So are we installing a garbage disposal under the shower?
Yeah, I was mostly thinking about where will my dog crap in that scenario, because I.
Don't think about it, just let
stop.
it happen.
You'll be very confused, but you'll get your errands done fast.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll find a way to like clip my dog through the wall.
I mean, isn't that what happens when cats get stuck in walls?
if it's a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Epic burn.
Oh, Bethesda. But yeah.
Absolutely destroyed.
And you'll like develop the community building skills, like and like just like social skills, like just asking for help, talking. Like humans in general, we don't like asking for help. We don't like I don't know, do we? I don't know. I make observations that I think are right. Maybe they're right. Maybe. The what? I'm right.
I'm a trainer at my job, and no one ever.
Yeah.
How many times I tell them to? I won't know how unless they ask me questions.
And they don't ask.
Tell how they're doing questions. And they're fine.
Yeah.
Won't know until it's.
And it'll make you better because you'll like ask questions, and then you'll learn a new way to do something. And then if you have a rough day, you'll be like, well, I crushed that PB. I got that fat time save. And you feel real good. Let's see. Yes. Answer.
Have you ever gone to one of those rotating doors or something and like, yes, I got it on cycle 1?
Yes. the best is the best is when you get the skip and you squeeze in with the person in front of you.
Yes.
Zero cycle.
Zero cycle.
I guess sort of backing off that, have you
All the time. Optimization is a word I use a lot. Routing, the word optimal in general. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's actually for a while there, like when I was taking a break from speedrunning, because take breaks. Like if you get burnt out, just take a break. You don't make it a job. It's not you don't make money most of the time. which is fine. It's an amazing hobby. I actually set up splits for my commute to work.
There's so much RNG in that run.
It really is. It is harsh to run. Like, I finally got a good time. Like, I'm done. I quit. I retire.
I quit.
Yeah. Here's a whole bunch of quotes on motivation. Because if you are invested in a run, you lose that run, it's very demotivating. Or if, like, let's say you're comparing yourself to, like, top times and, like, you're just starting out, you're like, man, why aren't I an hour faster? You're gonna demotivate yourself. Like, set goals and then, like, crush the goal and then set another goal. Like, for example, for Spyro Reignited Trilogy, I was like, I want to learn all the Spyro games. And so I was doing 120, which is Spyro 1's max completion percentage. And Jumpy Love actually was like, yeah, set your goal as 145. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. It's up 2. Then 145. So that was like, oh man, I crushed my goal. And then you crush another goal. Just crushing them. Yeah, stay motivated. It's important. Holy cow. Time is flying. And some master tips. Interest is very crucial. Like, if you're not interested in what you're doing, if you're not enjoying it, don't. There's literally hundreds of thousands of things to do. Like, if you're doing something out of reluctance, whether it's speedrunning or whatever, unless it's like an essential survival thing, don't do it, you know? Yeah, like, unless somebody's like holding it. I mean, like, if somebody's holding my gun to him, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do it. Just put it down.
It's like that one movie where the guy's got to drive like.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Future?
My two biggest tips when actually running is move with conviction. Like, understand where it is you need to go and go there. Like, just boom, boom, boom. And also, something I found is, like, a lot of tricks, like, if you're just watching, you have no idea what the inputs are. Like, once you learn the inputs, just trust the inputs. Like, don't, like, after a while, like, I stopped really paying attention to, like, what's actually happening on screen. Sometimes I'm just trusting my inputs. Like, there's a trick. Yes.
Continue what you're saying.
There's a trick, like, in Treetops and Spyro, where you have to, like, push up and jump, like, off a ramp and, like, go to the left. And if you try to do it the way visually that makes sense, you're gonna fail. But if you just trust the inputs that work, you're gonna get it every time. Yes.
So, quick little anecdote to when I first started speedrunning, that's why, like, 2011. I learned all the movement, all the tricks and stuff, and I started doing runs, and I was frustrated because I was losing like 10 to 15 minutes compared to what I was supposed to be doing, and I had no idea why. As it turns out, the run was like 3.5 hours long. I was losing like 10 to 15 minutes over the course of those 3.5 hours, and I had no idea why. As it turns out, when you first start running a game, you will have hesitations everywhere.
Yes.
Those add up fast.
Oh my god, they really do.
And but what happened was I started practicing the levels and the sections, timing myself, and I found that I was losing like little bits. The more I did it, like every time I did it, it would be like a couple seconds faster, and eventually it did get to the I was keeping up with.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's most of what it is like I'm going to do a speed run, by the way. Parallelly, Jeff is one of the amazing people that's working on it. Do you want to run it, Jeff? Okay, he's better at the game than me. Yeah. It's a beautiful game. If you want to watch the cutscene, go to the booth. They'll be there till 5, right? Alright, so, also, wow, why is it so laggy on my computer? Good lord! Optimize! Nah, my computer just probably sucks. But yeah, so, they keep updating it, so I really haven't got a chance to practice because the level's totally different than what it was last week. Also, Lord, that is loud, but that's okay. I don't know. Give me that. But yeah, boom, quickly. I was gonna do Barney as a meme, but then I was like, I'm a shameless promoting whore, so I'm gonna. The what? Maybe later. Honestly, sometimes I didn't have a slide about it, but meme games. I've run several. Barney is an excellent one. There's a category called any percent no controller. Because the game, if you turn it on, it will beat itself. Barney will just sort of wander through the game, and he'll be like, huh. Oh, crap. See, look, time loss right there. But it's okay, because when it's your first run, you just finish the game. Have some splits, and think about all that's like. What really gets me through when I screw up real bad is I'm like, oh cool, time save for next time.
Do you ever sit down with the game, like, say you have a problem with a split?
Oh, in practice?
Yeah, you just sit there and just keep running that one exact spot over.
Yes.
Like, say you're an emulator, you just one of the same stage.
Oh crap, I went the wrong way, no! Oh, whew. Yeah, practice. Jeremy Thompson, who he owns the Spyro 3 any percent record by 2 minutes, which, yeah, his time is 24:06. Second is like 25:55. Oh, Lord, no. Yeah, that's a bad death. He practices more than he runs. Which is something I'm lazy about. I love running. I hate practicing. Oh my God, no! No! God, this runner sucks. Get off the field. Why did you ever speed run? But that's what happens. Your first run is going to be trash. Just accept it.
This is going to be a little more difficult because instead of talking to your mic, you're actually talking to people.
The what?
It's going to be more difficult when you're talking to people, like real people, instead of people who are mic.
Oh, it's great because, like, I don't have to read chat. I can just listen to you guys. Like, honestly, one of the hardest things about streaming is trying to read chat and, like, right.
It's okay, but still get world record.
yeah. Nobody else has run. Oh, actually, there is they have a built-in timer.
Okay.
Great thing about this game. Whoa, man, that's a particularly phallic-looking lava plume there.
This game kind of reminds me of a version, if anyone's ever played that.
Hear that, Jeff? A version. But yeah. Actually, Jeff, do you guys have a prize for whoever has the fastest time this weekend, or nah? Anyhow, there's an in-game timer with a little leaderboard if you wanted to start your speedrunning chops. Oh no.
The real prize is the friends we made along the way.
That's right. Oh, hydration. Crap. Jeff, put more loading screens so I can hydrate.
We need to get Stay Hydrated bot in here.
I use that bot. It's one of my favorite bots.
You should get a hat that has water on the sides.
Maybe like Camelback?
Like the soda drink hat.
How do you do it, Jeff? How do you get past this? What is this nonsense?
It was his hat, Mr. Crab.
Meanwhile, he's just collecting research, watching.
Yeah.
He's like, how can I make this game?
Yeah. Fix your game, Jeff. Oh, always blame the developers for your problems. That's like rule number 1. Switch. Oh wait, do I switch as I'm going up? Keep my momentum? That's such a beautiful death sound.
Nate told me to heckle you.
Good. Jeff, your games suck. I have played this before, and I don't understand why I'm failing. So yeah, so sometimes you're just gonna fail, and it's okay. It is okay.
Sometimes you're just gonna fail 10 times.
That's right, exactly. Time saved for next time.
Replay runs are really fun to watch.
Holy crap, I admire the crap out of people that can pull that off. Super Meat Boy is extremely hard.
It's Dark Souls when you know what you're doing. It's easy. I can't.
Oh wait, so I just wait a second. No. Nice. Did you know about that? Oh, there's nothing back there. Dang it! I was just hoping there'd be something. Anyhow, so yeah, this is embarrassing. Actually, a lot of times, like, people will throw me a host, and then I'll start playing like garbage, and I'm like, come on! I was doing so good. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes my favorite is like when nobody's there and you just focus on the run. It's so great. It's like a freeing thing. I like fans though.
Play better when no one's watching.
Well, yeah, because like you're more focused on the run. Like when you see you don't have viewers, you're like, okay, cool. I can just focus on the run.
That's why I don't stream my series runs. I only stream when I'm doing like theme categories.
But I do love streaming though.
I used to like it, but
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Don't choke. Oh crap! Oh.
Jinxed it.
Nice choke.
All I hear is he's gonna die.
Hit him with the reset.
GDQ is going to mercy kill this.
Oh, another thing about resetting. I recommend not resetting unless it's impossible to PB. One of the great things about Live Split is it has a lot of information that it can give you. One of them is best possible time, which takes your current time and like all your time loss, and it compares against your best segs, and it tells you your best possible time. All right, let's see.
At the time period.
What? What?
With that,
God, developer, if the platforms were any smaller, I need a microscope. Ho ho. That was a bad joke. Don't laugh at that.
so technically we're on time for the panel.
Oh shit, what time is it?
Yeah, 10 minutes
Oh.
before the next panel comes in.
Yeah. Although the last panel, he ran all the way till 2:30. I was like, what? He could talk. Anyhow, you're all fantastic. Anybody else have any questions? Yes.
No, earlier we were talking about like the speedrunning like forums and stuff with this. So, like, would you just be able to go on there and just like run your
So Speedrunning.com, you make an account just like anywhere else. It's really easy. And like, so like, what game do you want to run?
Like, I mean, there's all these like weird gateway games that I would love to.
I mean, just like, so there's a search bar. Type it in. If there's leaderboard, then a lot of the more obscure games, so there'll only be like 1 or 2 runners, and there won't be anything there. But create the community. Like, just do what you enjoy.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Bouncy. I'll still be around. If anybody else wants to talk after. Oh, my stream, twitch.tv/Braggerman. Let me shamelessly self-promote myself with some of these fancy here business cards. Oh, my toothbrush.
But yeah, remember to check out Summoning Salt.
Oh yeah, he was in. He came in the Spyro Discord.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Is this recording live?
Have a good one.
No, but I this will be on Twitch
Okay, cool.
at some point in the next couple weeks. Also, I do check my Twitch messages, so if you need to reach me, hit me up on there. And whoops.
You getting a follow tonight?
Word.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, do you have a schedule, or is it just kind of whatever?
My life schedule is so erratic, but I do announce them in my Discord.
Okay.
Thank you. You're all awesome.
I do a video game podcast.
Oh, awesome.
Can I just say, like, I love that you were speed running your panel. That I saw. I was like, speed run his panel? That's fantastic. We actually interviewed a lot of streamers and stuff like that. So
hell yeah.
hit us up. I mean,
absolutely,
because this was actually an awesome panel.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. I was
really cool.
I was a little worried there for a little bit, but awesome.
Nah, it was fun, dude. Like the speed. Like, was that your best time for a panel?
Absolutely.
PB on that, because that was I figured we were just gonna keep asking you questions and mess up the PB. I was like, I'm gonna shut him. He's got a timer. But no, that was awesome, dude.
When did it shut off? Oh well. Might have only gotten like the first 20 minutes or so.
That's fine. You're all awesome.
Now it's not official. Now it's not.
Oh no, up here on OBS I had it.
Less.
Oh, my battery is running low. Good thing it ended.
It's 360. So up, down. Oh, that's great. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because my original plan I was gonna hook up my webcam to face the audience. I was gonna have both, but I forgot. But he has that, so I'm just gonna throw that onto the video when I upload it to.
Oh, that's the thing you're walking around doing.
Yeah.
Inappropriate gestures.
I'm gonna stream it to Twitch.